Hello everyone and happy 2018. Very exciting year and I'm looking forward to take you on a journey of learning ballet and dance in general and lots of things to discover and also lots of things to learn. So come and follow me. Today we're going to learn about a little bit about pirouettes. So important about learning about turning and pirouettes. There's a lot of struggle around turning and understanding how that works. But I want to start from the very beginning, and I think that is so important. Even if you are a seasoned dancer, you always go back to the beginning. You always remember or work from the core principles, and then you keep on practicing. So, first of all is the placement of the body. Remember, I don't like to talk about position because that's very static and still, but poise is something that moves, and placement is also something that is acquired, that is in constant movement. So we're going to think about poise and we're going to think about placement. So I want you to think about what the whole body does from inside out and outside in. So outside in is the shape you make, and inside out is the tiny little muscles that are working to be able to achieve certain things. So in this case, pirouettes. So let's start with. I want to start with placement first, and I want to start on the bar. So today, lesson 1 at the bar. We're going to face the bar. We're going to find our 3rd or 5th position, and we're going to think about how the shoulders are in relation with the hips, so in line with the hips. Our knees are softened, but at the same time you are lengthening up from the torso, and think about the legs from the hips down. You are you're making roots on the floor. So imagine that lovely idea of making roots with your feet to the floor. So first that. The other thing is we're going to think about the head and the neck. So we don't want to be holding everything too tight, but we want to make sure that everything still moves, okay? So from inside out and outside in. From here, we're going to start with our first exercise. So we are placed at the bar. We think about the squareness of the hips. Turn out. I'm going to talk about turn out in a second. But turn out. Think about your own turn out. So turn out is from the hips. So if your hips allow you to do this turn out, absolutely fine. If your hips allow you to do a bigger turn out, great. But the turn out doesn't happen at the knees or the ankles. It happens at the hips, and I'm going to give you some exercises on how to improve that. So turn out. Find your turn out, 3rd and 5th, sorry. So from here we start with a tandu. We come back to 3rd or 5th. We plie. We passe, so that the foot is just below the knee, and swap back and close and tandu. Start again. Plie and up, close behind, and start again. Tandu and close in 3rd. Plie and up. Keep the same squareness of the shoulders in relation with the hips. Close behind and finish. Okay, so that's the first stage, and you can start at the bar, but you can also do it in the center. So if I was going to do it at the center, we would go plie and tandu and center and up and close behind and down and tandu, plie and up, close behind and out. One more time, yeah. Tandu, plie and up, and close behind and out. So you have that moment as well. So that's exercise number 1. Follow me for exercise number 2. So exercise number 2, it's about bringing the strength in the body, creating the strength, working on the strength. So exercise number 1 is the logistics of how to start thinking about pirouette. We haven't turned yet. We're thinking about what the placement of the body and what the placement of the movement in relation to what's going to happen next is. So now we're going to think about strengthening the body. So I want you to follow me at the bar again. And we're going to start actually creating strength from first position. So we're going to have a plie. Think about knees on top of your toes, so in line with your toes. Hips are opening, so turn out is at the hip. Plie and spring up and down. Plie, change direction, so change foot, but at the same time also change where the weight of the body goes. And up and close. Plie, up and down. Now, remember what we talked about the feet rooting down to the floor and the spine, the rest of the body from the waist upwards to lift up and keep following up. So you have this movement. One is going down, one is going up. And up, close, and up, close. Remember the shoulders in relation to the hips. So you want that squareness, that relationship, and up, and down, and up, and down. Okay, so practice these 2 exercises to start with, and then we'll think next time how to turn. That's it for now, and if you have any comments, remember to write them in the box below. And till next time, thank you for watching, and see you soon.